Long before modern borders, the Saka, nomads, warriors, and rulers thundered across the steppes, shaping empires from China to India, their legacy scattered in gold, arrowheads, and the whispers of history. Our story begins not in grand palaces or bustling cities, but in a place where the horizon stretches endlessly, and the wind whispers tales of ancient migrations. It begins in the vast Eurasian steppe, a landscape sculpted by time and shaped by the hooves of countless horses. This is a realm where survival demands resilience, and freedom is found in the boundless expanse. This is a corridor of grassland, a green ribbon that stretches for thousands of miles, connecting Europe to Manchuria. It's a pathway for both trade and invasion, a place where cultures collided and empires rose and fell. Here, mobility was survival. The ability to move quickly, to adapt to changing conditions, was the key to prosperity and defense. Life was a constant dance with the elements, a test of strength and ingenuity. And out of this crucible, this harsh but beautiful land, emerged the Saka. Warriors, nomads, and masters of the horse, they were a force to be reckoned with. The Greeks, with their keen eyes and thirst for knowledge, Persians, with their vast empire and intricate records, Chinese, with their meticulous chronicles and strategic minds, and Indians, with their rich philosophical traditions, all recorded their encounters with these fierce horsemen, painting a vivid picture of their power and influence. The Saka were not a single nation, united under one banner, but a confederation of tribes, a collection of independent groups who shared a common heritage and a common way of life. They were bound together by language, by their nomadic lifestyle, and above all, by their unparalleled mastery of the horse, an animal that was both their partner and their weapon. Their legacy is a cultural current, a powerful force that flowed across Asia, leaving an indelible mark on the history, art, and traditions of countless peoples. Their story is one of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring power of the human spirit. The name Saka. It's a term that echoes through the annals of history, a label applied to a diverse group of nomadic peoples who roamed the vast expanses of Central Asia. But who exactly were these Saka? What were their origins, their culture, and their impact on the ancient world? The name itself comes from old Persian inscriptions, providing us with one of the earliest written records of their existence. These inscriptions, etched in stone, offer a glimpse into how the Persians perceived these nomadic groups. These inscriptions specifically describing nomads beyond the Oxus and Jaxartes rivers, which roughly correspond to modern-day Amudarya and Sirdarya. This geographical marker places the Saka in the heart of Central Asia, a region known for its sprawling steppes and nomadic cultures. Linguistically, they spoke an Eastern Iranian language, a branch of the Indo-Iranian language family. This connection links them to a broader cultural sphere that stretched across Persia and into parts of India. They were related to Persians and Medes, sharing linguistic roots and cultural similarities, but lived as pastoral nomads, their lives intimately tied to the movement of their herds and the rhythms of the seasons. Their society revolved around the horse. It was their primary mode of transport, a formidable weapon in warfare, and a sacred companion, deeply woven into their spiritual beliefs and daily lives. The horse was not merely an animal, it was an integral part of their identity. Saka influence spanned civilizations. Their interactions and impact resonated across a vast geographical area. Persians who documented their existence and often clashed with them on the borders of their empires. Indians, as Shakas, who encountered them as both invaders and settlers, leaving their mark on the political landscape of the subcontinent. Greeks, who chronicled their movements and military prowess, and Chinese, as Sai, all recorded their presence, painting a multifaceted picture of these enigmatic nomads. Their identity was forged in the saddle under the open sky, a testament to their resilience, adaptability, and enduring legacy as a people of the steppes. The vast steppes of Eurasia have been home to countless nomadic groups throughout history. Among the most well-known are the Scythians and the Saka. But were the Saka and Scythians the same? This is a question that historians and archaeologists have pondered for centuries, seeking to understand the complex relationships between these ancient peoples. In a sense, yes, but it's a bit more nuanced than a simple equivalence. To understand their relationship, we need to consider how the Greeks perceived and categorized these nomadic groups. Scythian was the Greek term for a broad nomadic culture, a blanket term used to describe various groups inhabiting the northern Black Sea region and beyond, while Saka referred to the eastern branch. These groups occupied territories further east, primarily in Central Asia. They shared language, or at least closely related dialects within the broader Iranian language family. This linguistic connection facilitated communication and cultural exchange across the vast steppes. Lifestyle: a nomadic existence centered around horsemanship, animal husbandry, and seasonal migrations in search of pasture. Their lives were intricately tied to the rhythm of the steppes. And art, characterized by the distinctive animal style, featuring intricate depictions of animals, often intertwined in dynamic and symbolic compositions. Forming the Scythian Siberian world, a vast network of interconnected cultures that stretched across the Eurasian landmass. A civilization on horseback, where equestrian skills were not just a practical necessity, but a defining aspect of their identity and military prowess. Spanning the Eurasian steppes, from the Black Sea to the Altai Mountains, a testament to their adaptability and resilience in a challenging environment. The Saka were a distinct eastern branch of this interconnected nomadic world, with their own unique cultural characteristics and historical trajectory, while still sharing fundamental traits with their Western Scythian counterparts. The Saka world was defined by movement. Pressured by rising powers like the Yuezhi and Xiongnu, Saka tribes migrated south, crossing mountains into Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Iran. These migrations reshaped Asia, as the Saka displaced Greek rulers and founded new kingdoms. Their adaptability allowed them to survive and thrive far from their original homeland. Crossing the Hindu Kush, the Saka entered India, clashing with Indo-Greek kingdoms. Their horse archer tactics overwhelmed infantry-based armies, leading to the fall of Indo-Greek territories. The Saka established new kingdoms, adapting local administration and blending cultures. Their arrival introduced a powerful Iranian element into India's mosaic. The Saka founded the Western Satraps, ruling from Ujjain and Gujarat for nearly 4 centuries. Kings like Nahapana and Rudradaman first became major powers, controlling trade routes and minting high-quality silver coins. They brought stability, prosperity, and cultural fusion to Western India. The Saka transformed from nomads to urban rulers, adapting and thriving. The Junagadh rock inscription of Rudradaman I in Sanskrit marks the Saka's deep assimilation into Indian culture. It records genealogy and victories and public works, like repairing the Sudarshana lake. The Saka blended their traditions with Indian languages, religions, and administration. Their inscriptions reveal a dynamic era of cultural fusion and governance. The Saka's military edge was the horse archer, mobile, deadly, and masters of the Parthian shot. Their composite bows, swords, and battle axes made them formidable opponents. Mobility and ranged firepower let them outmaneuver infantry armies and strike at will. This tactical superiority enabled them to carve out vast territories. As the Saka settled in India, they became known as Indo-Scythians, a hybrid civilization. Their coinage blended Greek and Indian motifs, reflecting cultural fusion. Over generations, they intermarried, adopted Indian religions, and gradually merged into local society. The Indo-Scythians exemplify how conquerors can be absorbed, enriching the cultures they join. The Saka left no written histories, so we rely on Greek, Persian, Chinese, and Indian accounts. Their story survives in coins, inscriptions, and archaeological finds. Indo-Scythian coins and stone inscriptions provide names, titles, and glimpses of their rule. Archaeology lets these silent artifacts speak for a people without books. Saka attire, trousers, tunics, and pointed caps was practical and influential. Their love of gold showed in spectacular jewelry and animal-style art, symbolizing power and nature. Spiritual life centered on shamanism, sun, fire, and sky gods, with complex rituals. Their culture stood apart, vibrant and distinct from neighboring civilizations. The horse was the Saka's lifeblood, partner, status symbol, and sacred creature. Burial mounds reveal horses sacrificed with their masters, adorned in gold and bronze. Sophisticated riding gear enabled their legendary cavalry tactics. The Saka were defined by their bond with the horse, a centaur-like fusion of human and animal. The Saka's history was shaped by conflict and alliance with empires like Persia. They fought and served as mercenaries, respected for their skill, but feared for their independence. Pressure from other nomads pushed them into India, where they contended with Greeks, Kushans, and Satavahanas. The Saka were a pivotal link in the chain of ancient empires. The Saka introduced new coinage, administration, and the Saka-era calendar to India. Their decentralized rule and high-quality coins influenced later dynasties. Over time, they merged with local populations, enriching India's gene pool and culture. The Saka became part of the Kshatriya class, their legacy woven into Indian society. Saka and Scythian tombs, art and rituals reveal a shared culture across the steppes. Animal-style goldwork and Kurgan burials link east and west, reflecting common beliefs and ancestry. DNA studies confirm close genetic ties between Saka and Western Scythians. They were branches of a single sprawling nomadic civilization. Saka art, especially goldwork, was their epic poem, full of dynamic animal motifs and cosmic symbolism. Their craftsmanship influenced China, India, and even Celtic Europe. As they migrated, their art blended with local styles, creating unique hybrids. The goldwork of the Saka is their most enduring, glittering legacy. Saka kurgans were monumental tombs, filled with weapons, gold, and sacrificed horses. Women warriors were buried with arms, echoing tales of Amazons. These burials reveal a society where power was not exclusively male. The Saka honored their dead with rituals reflecting their beliefs in the afterlife and status. The Saka faded, gradually absorbed by new powers like the Kushans and Guptas. In India, they became Indianized, adopting local names, religions, and languages. Their distinct identity dissolved, but their genes and culture persisted in the populations of Central and South Asia. The Saka became a ghost in history, their legacy living on in the people of today. Archaeology continues to rewrite the Saka story, with spectacular finds from kurgans in the Altai and Kazakhstan. The Golden Man of Issyk and preserved artifacts reveal their wealth and artistry. Coin hoards and city excavations map their kingdoms and interactions. The soil of Asia still holds many Saka secrets, waiting to be uncovered. The Saka were more than fierce nomads. They were rulers, artists, and a vital link between East and West. Their story is one of transformation, adaptation, and enduring legacy. Though their name has faded, their impact remains in art, language, and DNA. This is the saga of the Forgotten Riders, only on Crazy Color Facts. They came like the wind and vanished into the soil of lands they conquered. The Saka were warriors, rulers, artists, and a living link between the East and the West. Their story isn't just about war, it's about culture, movement, and memory. If you loved uncovering this forgotten history, don't forget to like Vertical Bar, comment Vertical Bar, subscribe only on your favorite channel. Crazy Color Facts.